This video is sponsored by Wildlife Command Center Coffee. More about them at the end of the video. Hey everybody, it's me, John Ward, and I am back with another Dark Park Film Reviews. And today's video, we are going to be looking at a company called the Sleaze Box. And that would be Chris Woods. And they recently had a big Black Friday sale. And so I purchased five films from them, but it's 4 DVDs and 1 Blu-ray. And then not too long ago, Phil Herman had like a deal going on where you would buy 2 DVDs from him, and then you got a mug to go along with it. So we're going to be looking at all those because there's, I like doing like 8 or 10 movies in a video to look at. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 7. So, and that's fine. But I kind of just wanted to group them together. I do own probably a lot more Sleaze Box films than I realize, just from different filmmakers. And I'll do, probably like 1 or 2 more videos just on the Sleaze Box. Man, I'm looking grizzly. I just kind of noticed that looking here. I normally shave my head and trim my beard, but sorry about that. Today's just it's my day off. It's Sunday. It's a grizzly day, I guess. I'll just have to hop on that this week. Yeah, so I want to look at the Phil Herman DVDs first, and then we'll get into the Sleaze Box purchase. So what Phil did was, like I said, you could buy 2 films and get a coffee mug. So first, and I'm going to have to do this quickly because there's nudity on it, but here's the coffee mug. And on one side, I'll try to cover it up here, is Horror Tales .666. And then on the other side, the Sleaze Box has a lot of nudity in their stuff. Let me see if I can cover that quickly. There we go. Is Horror Tales .666 Part 2. And then in the middle here is Horror Tales .666 Part 3. And so I like the mug. I think the mug is cool. I do appreciate it when people put pictures all the way around. I try to do the same thing. I try to make it go all the way around, or at least have 2 to 3 pictures on here. So no matter what way you're holding at it, looking at it, there's a picture. I don't like it when people just do 1 and the rest of it is just like black or white. I don't understand that. Just, put in a couple other pictures from the movie or something like that, especially if you're making your own mugs. As most of you know, I'm a big mug collector. And so to me, this shows that, that whoever put this together, who was most likely Phil, actually put some thought into it, since there's parts 1, 2, and 3 on here. So, and then the films, Phil Herman's Horror Tales .666. Oh crap. Horror Tales .666. We got a little boob in there. And I'll have to do the same thing here with this one. There we go. And then that's Horror Tales .666 Part 2. Little story is, I was supposed to have a film come out on Horror Tales .666 Part 2, but it was during COVID. I was not up for doing it. Very depressed about the whole thing. Excuse me. And I just didn't do it, which was unfortunate. So my film never ended up in Part 2. So I messaged Phil not too long ago saying, hey, is there still a chance of me getting my short film on Part 3? And he said, Part 3 is finished. And I'm like, oh, okay. And he said, but we are doing a Part 4, which is more like science fiction. And I'm like, oh, perfect. My film, Delete, which is a short sci-fi film, kind of like a David Cronenberg type of film, he said, if I get the film done, he would include it in on Horror Tales, dot 666 part 4, which, like I said, is more science fiction. So that works out fine. Look at that. Got my finger right on it. I didn't even look. So let's take a look at these. And so let me get my finger on there. There we go. So these films you can pick up through, from Phil Herman here. Contact him. You can also get them through the Sleaze box. And I own probably a lot more Sleaze box films than I realize. I was pretty much buying them because of the actors and the directors and trying to support them. So at some point, I'll probably make another video or two with the other Sleaze box films that I have. I just have to go through my collection and find them. Luckily, they're pretty easy to pick out. But this will be the first one with the brand new ones that I picked up. And this one stars Joel D. Wynkoop and Julie Strain. And there appears to be a man in the computer right there with a naked woman looking at him. And this is there we go, the side. And I know back here, yep, there's some nudity. So I gotta, there we go, get my finger over that. Thanks to YouTube. They have a thing against boobs. You can have as much swearing as you want. You can have as much violence as you want. They'll allow as much misinformation, about diseases and elections and all that stuff, but show a boob and your channel gets thrown out. It's freaking ridiculous. That's another reason why I don't show trailers or posters or anything like that is because they keep copywriting everything. It's like, it's not even up for 30 seconds. It's not even a whole trailer, but that's what they do. So I got to make sure to cover these things and make sure that it's, that they're okay with it. So that's the back. And here we have Julia Strain here. I think that's her there too. That looks like Phil Herman. I'm not sure who that is. And there's the Sleaze box. Looks like Icon Film Studios. So I think that's the overall studio. And then Sleaze box is like a major part of it. You can find them, of course, on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. www.thesleazebox.com. And so this is, I'm going to kind of keep it. There we go. Okay, there. I can see it, but okay. So bonus features are Phil Herman and Joel Wynkoop trailers. And I do have to say, though, I do respect these guys for doing what they do, that they've got the nudity, the violence, they got all that stuff, and they're not scared to put it right on the box. It does make it difficult to review it, something like this, because you got to kind of keep it flat like this, so so people can't see the nudity. But I got to give it to them. I mean, if there's boobs in the movie, they're going to show them on the front or the back. So let's see. We got directors, and I can already see that I'm going to be mispronouncing people's names. Well, first we'll start with the actors. So Joel D. Wynkoop, Julie Strain, Phil Herman, Pamela Such, and Kimberly Lynn Cole. I'm friends with her on Facebook. And the directors are Phil Herman. Here's where I'm going to get into massacring people's names. Dusty Fletchman, Ryan Cav, all in Cavalin. God, I'm sorry, Ryan. Cavaline, maybe Cavaline. if I look at it long enough. Michael Hoffman Jr. and G.W. Lawrence. The film is from 2003, so this is an older film, and 61 minutes, and it's unrated. So let's find out what this is about. I do know it's an anthology. So let's see. A burglar, Joel D. Wynkoop, breaks into a horror writer's house and stumbles across a computer file that contains 5 terrifying stories dealing with lust, betrayal, revenge, and murder. These stories first amuse the burglar, but when they start becoming too real for him, but then they start becoming too real for him. Phil Herman, who has brought you the SOV classics, SOV is shot on video, classics like Burglar from Hell, Jacker, and Tales to the End, is at the helm as producer and one of the directors. Ray Cavaline, Day of the Axe, and Michael Hoffman Jr., Girls Gone Dead, are 2 of the other directors of the film. The late, great Julia Strain is one of the stars of the film, along with many other SOV cult favorites. Did Julia Strain die? I know that she had a lot of health issues. Well, you know what? I'm going to look that up. Julia Strain. Oh, that's right. She did. Oh, that's right. Yeah, she died in January of this year, January 10th. That's so sad. I don't want it to sound bad, like I forgot, but I thought that she was recovering or she was better. But yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, unfortunately. So nice that they mentioned her in the. There we go. On the back of the box here. And let's take a look inside. Okay. There. And there. So that's what the inside looks like. This one's a little harder. It's more of a side boob. So it's not bad. It's got some decent colors on it and all that. So the DVD itself isn't bad. And this is it's the poster for part 2. Try to get some of my fingers out of there. And is there anything on the other? No, just right there. So advertisement for part 2. So now part 2, it's not so bad. There we go. So once again, the Sleaze box, we got a whole bunch of people, this must be possibly hell. And they're using a cell phone here, taking a picture of the girl that looks like maybe she's watching part 1. And Phil Herman's Horror Tales 666 part 2. And then we'll look at the side. And is there any? Yeah, I'll have to put my finger like that. Yeah. Where am I looking? There we go. Okay. I forget that I'm backwards. So there's the back. Whole bunch of people listed on the back or showed on the back. So it's the side of it. Okay. Hopefully I did that fast enough. So let's see here. I recognize some of the people from the back here. Let's see, you've got Ari Lehman is pictured on the back. You got Joel and his wife Cynthia. There's a picture that looks like Phil Herman. Got Chauncey Phillips, Phil Herman. Dustin Hubbard. And you got some people dying. I'm not sure who some of these other people are. Let's see. There's no special features listed. Let's see. People that directed are Joe Sherlock, Derek Bra. Oh God, I'm so awful with names. I'm so sorry, guys. Derek Bra. Shay, Matt Cannon, Marcelo Fabian, Phil Herman, and Joel D. Wynkoop. Both Joe Sherlock and Matt Cannon have been on my One Filmmaker, One Film. Let's see, anybody? Oh, that one picture. Okay, she's in makeup, so I didn't recognize her as Debbie Rochon. Yeah, Kathleen Wynkoop. Kimberly Lynn Coyle is back in this. Okay. Produced by Chris Woods. Executive producer Phil Herman and Dustin Hubbard. Edited by Joel D. Wynkoop. Okay. So a lot of people I actually know or at least friends with on Facebook. 2021, so it came out this year. Wow, it's 116 minutes compared to 61 minutes. You guys know my thing about times. I prefer 70. I'll go 80 or 90, but man, 116, that is a lot. Sleaze Box, Icon Film Studios. The film is unrated. Once again, you can find them on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Okay, so let's see what this is all about. 18 years ago, a burglar broke into a author's house. I hate to be a grammar Nazi, but 18 years ago, lowercase a, burglar broke into an author's house. Sorry. He comes across a computer with all of his secret stories. One by one, he reads them and slowly is drawn into the terror of each one. Now, the burglar, played once again by Joel D. Wynkoop, is back. Now, the burglar, played once again by Joel D. Wynkoop, is back. His old tricks, I think we're missing a word there, his old tricks, and once again breaks into a house with stories to be told. This time he is taunted by a man who promises to take him to hell and back and make him pay for past evil deeds. Phil Herman returns and is joined by Dustin Hubbard, this time to produce. This chilling anthology features some horror cult classic stars such as Debbie Rochon and the first Jason in Friday the 13th, Ari Lehman, Sean C. Phillips, and Debbie D. They will chill you to the bone with these new entries. So let's take a look inside. Oh, wow, I got to do some major covering here. Okay, so how am I going to do this? That, I'm telling you, man, there was a lot of nudity. And that, there we go. So we got a little ad here for the first film. And on the DVD is a topless woman. There you go. I told you, if it's violence, but primarily nudity, they're going to put it on their somewhere. So I'm going to quickly close this and put that back over here. Okay, so that's the Phil Herman order, those two films. So Terror Tales .666 parts 1 and 2 and The Mug. I hate censoring stuff. I'm sorry. It's so stupid, but what are you going to do? So when I did my Sleaze box order, I got a couple goodies, which was cool. Actually, a few goodies. So this is American Holocaust button, which is fun. I like that. And they also sent, and I kept them inside here so I wouldn't lose them. Some they're basically like the size of business cards. So one is for Phil Herman's Horror Tales .666 Part 2. I'll quickly show it, then take it away. The next one is for her Horror Tales 666 Part 1. I'll quickly show it, then take it away. The next one, oh good, no nudity on this one. Homicidal Maniac and Homicidal Maniac 2 Sicko double feature. Earth Girls Are Sleazy and Chaos AD, a Chris Woods film. And what I got here is I've wanted to see this for a long time. And one, I love the name of it. I love the art and how things are spelt and all that stuff. So when I saw that the Blu-ray was on sale, I picked it up. And that's American Holocaust. And I love this painted cover. I felt the only way of getting this was on Blu-ray. And it's the limited edition extended director's cut. Can't go wrong with that. I like, so it's American with a K and, you know, Holocaust with the K, and both Ks are backwards. I like that. And, oh crap, there's some nudity right there. So let's cover that. But I really like this art. I think this art is really nice. It says the Sleaze box right down here. Let me look at the back to see if there's nudity. No, there's not. Okay, good. So here's the side. And then here's the back. I don't have to cover up anything on that because they've already covered up some boobs right there with tape. Might be in the movie. I haven't watched it yet. I ordered a ton of stuff for Black Friday. So there's going to be a lot of Black Friday videos. Oops, just hit my computer. Okay, so let's see what we got on here. There is a review on the back. If you thought the August Underground movies were revolting, ... This film is vying for the utterly offensive status of the world's most upsetting horror movie! Exclamation point. That is Chris Alexander from Gore Zone magazine. So this is the only one person I recognize on the back is this Bob Glazer is right here. I don't know a lot of the Sleaze box people. So I'm not familiar with a lot of their stable of filmmakers and actors, but I will be. So let's see. Bonus features, there's a lot. American Holocaust story, brand new interviews with cast and crew of the film. American Holocaust 2, the story behind the sequel that did not happen. American Holocaust merchandise from the film. Herb Kowalski interviews Chris Woods and John Miller. Photo gallery, trailers, plus more. And there's 3 exclamation points on that one. So it's plus more. Excuse me. Let's see. So who do I recognize here? Bob Glazer. Mm. Crystal Pixie Adams, I recognize her. Special effects by Marcus Cope. That's a good thing. John Miller, I see, gets brought up a lot. And it's produced by John Miller and Chris Woods, and directed by Chris Woods. Oh, written by and produced by John Miller and Chris Woods. This is from 2013. It's 82 minutes, good running time, and it's unrated. Sleazebox, Icon Film Studios, tells you where you can reach them: Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Oh, and Vimeo. Says cover art and back cover art by Jonathan Valley. So just to let you know who did that. And it does say here, if I can. Oh, that is so tiny. There's a warning that I would like to read. It's in a red box. Nope, not helping at all. Okay, so what I can read is this film, something graphic, violence, nudity, endorses maybe? This film endorses graphic violence, nudity, and sexual content. Must be 18 or older to purchase. Well, you had me at warning. So let's see what this is about. Okay. The film that put Sleazebox on the horror underground map. American Holocaust has been called one of the most controversial films ever made. Based on true events, the film follows serial killers Mash and Twain, Jules Sikiro, sorry, and Bob Glazer, as they document on video all their brutal and sinister crimes. For the first time on Blu-ray, you will get a limited extended director's cut of the film with an extra 15 minutes added ad. Left in an extra ad. Just to let you guys know. Should be 15 minutes added to your Sleazebox American Holocaust collection. Oh, no, wait, my bad. I'm skipping a whole line because I'm an idiot. I take that back. I'm sorry. Okay. So I'm going to start that again. For the first time on Blu-ray, you will get a limited edition director's cut of the film with an extra 15 minutes added to the movie, plus plenty of sleazy bonus features. This is a must to add to your Sleazebox American Holocaust collection. Sorry, guys, my bad. I just completely skipped a line. Yeah, I like this. This looks very, very nice. Very nice. So let's take a look inside. Okay. So on here you get I'm going to put my finger right there. You basically get, it's the front cover on the disc. So I got to cover up boobs. Here's the insert card. There is a thank you from Chris Woods, but it's too long for me to read. So you'll have to read it yourself, and I'll read it when I watch the movie. And then here's a poster and a t-shirt. So yeah, so far I'm happy. Not happy mangling people's names, but let me get these cards back in here so I don't forget. I don't want the cats getting a hold of them because they will eat them. Okay. The next one is called Day of the Axe. And I don't think, yeah, the nudity is covered. So we're good with this one. So once again, the Sleaze Box presents Day of the Axe. And if you know my Axemas films, I spell axe with an E. But it's also spelled without an E. So Day of the Axe, and nothing else is on here. It's an interesting cover because it looks like it's a photo that then was used maybe with a program to make it look, like a cartoon or animated to give it that look. So it's got an interesting, colorful cover to it. So, and then we got Day of the Axe there. Let's quickly look at the back. No nudity. Okay, there we go. Now, like some of these I've said in the past, I judge a movie by its cover when I buy it, especially if I haven't seen it. All of these I judged by their cover. The two from Phil Herman, I bought because they were anthologies and stuff like that. But the Black Friday order, I basically ordered off of covers or titles, hoping that I picked some good ones. So I'm gonna cover this a little bit. So I thought this looked good, and like I said, I've always wanted to see this, and it's got a great cover on it. So, and these, I believe you can order through the Sleaze Box or maybe even contacting Chris Woods. So let's see. So on the back, what do we got? Bonus features, trailers. I'm assuming those are like a bunch of Sleaze Box trailers. That's it for special features. This is way back in 2004. 72 minutes, good time. Unrated. And we got our little Sleaze Box and Icon Film Studios down here. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Vimeo, sleazebox.com. You can also find a lot of this stuff. Just go through Facebook. You can find the Sleaze Box there, Chris Woods there. You can find a bunch of stuff on this company on Facebook. And it's showing Susie Loren, who's right there, and Tina Kraus, who's right there. We have two ladies up here, and this might be the killer here. Looks like he has an axe that is stuck in a stump. Maybe there's blood on it, but that could be the killer there. Oh, looks like this might be the killer right here too. I thought maybe that was like a picture of the moon, but no, that's an eye. So, yeah. So actors, Tina Kraus is the one that I recognize. Oh, well, of course, Joel D. Wynkoop is in this, and Catherine Wynkoop are in this. So that's a bonus. It's edited, director of photography, produced, written, and directed all by the same person, Ryan Cavalin. Ryan Cavalin. So let's see what this is all about. In the 1980s, a boy named J.R. Snorg killed his mother with an axe. He was locked away in a mental institution, but escaped years later. Snorg went on a killing spree and then disappeared into the woods. Police searched for days, but couldn't find him. Throughout the years, reports of bizarre and grisly axe murders persisted all over the state. J.R. Snorg was still out there and thirsty for blood. The Sleaze Box presents Ryan Cavalin's SOV slasher starring Scream Queens, Tina Kraus, and Susie Loren, and featuring Sleaze Box's own Joel and M. Catherine Wyandotte, and also a cameo from legendary filmmaker Tim Ritter. Tim Ritter. He did the Truth or Dare series. Mark your calendars for the Day of the Axe. So let's take a look at the inside. Now we got our nudity. All right, so let me, unfortunately, guys, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to cover up most of this disc. So we got the insert here is kind of just like a different version of the poster. And on here, unfortunately, I got to cover most of this because two or all of them are all showing breasts or something. So, but I like it. I like I like what they did, with the disc. Definitely stands out. One of the best discs I've ever seen. So, whoop. So let me put this back down. Okay. So that's Day of the Axe. The next one is the Sleaze Box presents Terrence Muse's Hell Walks the Earth. Has the spirit of Night of the Living Dead. This is from, looks like a website called Zombies Don't Run. Once again, picking movies by their covers. I really like the art on this. Has a very kind of comic book feel to it. And of course, Night of the Living Dead, it says in the spirit of Night of the Living Dead. So if it's zombies, I'm down. Zombies are one of my favorite things to watch. So, but that's it on the front, and then that's the side. Let me just check the back here. Okay, no nudity on the back. So there we go. And what do we got? Bonus features, Sleaze Box intro, photo gallery, and trailers. This is from 2008. It's in black and white. 86 minutes, not bad. Unrated. It gives... There's a few companies here, but I can't make out what they are. And then we got the Sleaze Box, Icon Film Studios. Written and directed by Terrence Munchie, I'm thinking it is. Munchie. I can see, I don't think there's anybody in this. Pardon me. No. So this one I got just because it mentions Night of the Living Dead, and it obviously sounds like a zombie film. So let's find out what it's about. The Sleaze Box proudly brings you Terrence Munchie's zombie cult classic, Hell Walks the Earth. Good title. Now back on DVD, The Sleaze Box Way. In the small town of Dark Side, Mark Torrance is suffering. His fiancée, Crystal Williams, has recently died in an automobile accident, and just as he... okay. It's one word, but it's he begins, but they have it as one word. Okay. Just as he begins to believe that he can take the pain no more, he uncovers a family heirloom that will change this town forever, unlocking the secrets of his family's past. Mike unleashes a vile curse that releases the dead from their graves and transforms, it's two words together again, and transforms the men and women of Dark Side into abominations of life. Mike and the other remaining living of the town witness the true terror as hell walks the earth. I'm sorry, sometimes with me being dyslexic and stuff, it's difficult to, if things are not proofread, and I'm trying to figure out what HEBEGINS means. And then it's like, oh, okay, they just stuck them together. It's he begins. So it's tough. Sorry about that. But because I'm dyslexic, I look at words and stuff. So, I'm no Ernest Hemingway or Stephen King, but I try to do the best I can with words, sentences, paragraphs, stories, and all that stuff when it comes to like punctuation and proper sentence formatting and all that. So, which is why I don't mean to be a grammar Nazi, but it's just difficult for people who are dyslexic when stuff like that happens. So, but I'm not going to hold that against this, because this could be a really cool zombie movie. And it's shot in black and white. So I like that. Let's take a look inside. Oh, all right. So we got, okay. So we got our insert here is an advertisement for the Sleaze box that shows a whole bunch of stuff going on. I'm not seeing any nudity, so I don't think I have to cover anything up. And then the disc, which I like, it's got a nice little hole right in the gut there, is this picture on the disc. So not bad. I like the colors. And it's kind of a cool like drawing, or maybe like a drawing of a photograph. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, looking forward to this one. The next two are by the same person or people. So this is the Wynkoop Tales. And it looks to be an anthology. And they did it like a comic book cover, like a Marvel comic book cover, which is fun. So that's cool. It's nice and bright. It's easy to read. It looks like it, excuse me, looks like we have our 4 stories right here. And it even has the Sleaze box here, kind of like where Marvel would put their thing, put their little logo. So Sleaze box's mightiest masterpieces, and Wynkoop Tales. All your favorite Sleaze box movie stars in one movie. Okay. And so we got Psychos Are Us. They may look beautiful, but they are deadly. Then we have Diary of Blood, A Taste for Flesh, and A Thirst for Blood. Dead End, nonstop action. Tainted Love, love turns to hate. So there you go. All right, so that's fun. And I like how they have like the little heads up here. So, and there's the side. Let's check out the back. Okay, back is okay. And so there looks like that's Kathleen Wynkoop. We got Bob Glazer. There's Joel Wynkoop. Bonus features include bloopers and trailer. Looking at if I recognize anybody else here. Jason Fink is shown on here a lot. Produced and written and directed by Joel D. Wynkoop. Look at something here. Okay. I'm incorrect. Just wanted to double check on a name here. Ashley Lynn Cuputo. Ashley Lynn Cupiatu. I recognize that name. She's been on a couple of these. That name does look familiar to me. 2017, 83 minutes, unrated. 83 minutes is fine. It's got the Sleazebox website, Sleazebox icon, where you can find the movie, Facebook, Twitter, etc. Okay, I have to read. Okay, so this is what it's about. Follow the adventures of Barry Atwater, Joel D. Wynkoop, as he tries to sell his horrific stories to publisher Constantine Sort-A-Mirror, who's Kathleen Wynkoop. Barry tells sordid horror stories of greed, vampires, psychos, and crazed cultists. But they are scary, but are they scary enough? Question mark. Oh, I didn't read that properly. But, so in crazed cultist, ... But are they scary enough for Constance? Question mark. I even question how I pronounce it. Find out for yourself when you watch Wynkoop Tales, starring some of your favorite Sleazebox superstars. And it says ... Ashley Lynn Caputo, Bob Glazer, Kelly Helen Thompson, Anthony Wayne, Jules Sorrow, Ken Anthony II, and James Knowlton. All right, what's the inside look like? Okay. All right, so I got to give them credit. Good DVD. This picture is nowhere on the box, and I like that. I like when people do that. Not on the box anywhere. I like that. Good colors too, nice and bright, stands out. I like the creepy kind of clown with the knife. Yeah, that's a good DVD. Here we got the insert is a collection of the Sleazebox films. It tells you where to go get them. Okay. All right. So far, so good. And the last one, Sleazebox presents Joel D. Wynkoop's Slasher Weekend. And luckily on this one, we got Bob Glazer there. He's got his hands holding a knife and covering her nipple, which is good. And looks like he's getting a good feel right there because his hand's right on her boob. So I don't have to hide any nudity. He's doing it for me. This is cool looking. I like this. I don't know if this is a mask or not, or like maybe somebody dead in the movie, but it looks cool. Slasher Weekend, good title. I like that. So I like this box, the cover here. This is good. Joel D. Wynkoop's. Yeah, I like that. We got the side. Let's just double check the back. I think we are okay with the back because blood are covering all the private parts. Those naughty bits. So that's our back. And bonus features, drinking game mode. Oh, okay. Sleazebox top 5 Wynkoop movie moments, outtakes and deleted scenes, Sleazebox trailers. This is from 2015, 74 minutes, good running time. And it's unrated. We got the Sleazebox website, we got the Sleazebox and icon logo. So this stars Joel D. Wynkoop, Catherine. Oh, maybe this is before they were married, possibly. So Joel D. Wynkoop, and then we have M. Catherine Halsebrook. Uh, Ashley, I keep saying then. Ashley Lynn Caputo. David Vogel, I recognize that. Bob Glazer. Edited by Joel. Director of photography, Joel. Produced by Joel. Written and directed by Joel. Okay. Yeah, I know that Phil Herman and Joel have both sent me a ton of movies, and as I'm sure, some of them are probably, they might be duplicates, or at least I know some of them are Sleazebox or different versions, like before they came out on the Sleazebox. So I'll have to check that, and like I said, just do like another video. Alrighty, so let's find out what this is all about. If you want a movie that is ridiculous, sure, why not? So over the top and politically incorrect, then this film is for you. You. Watch Joel D. Wynkoop's take on the slasher genre with this horror comedy. Oh, I didn't know it was a comedy. That don't look funny to me, but okay. Jenny M. Catherine Holzebrook and her gay friend Johnny Andrew Vingo plan a weekend in the woods, but Jenny's sex-crazed and homophobic boyfriend, Aaron Wynkoop, is asked to come along. That does not sound like a wise thing, but is not happy with the weekend situation. Meanwhile, there is a killer in the woods slashing up hot naked babes and horny dudes. not happy about the slashing up hot naked babes, but he could slash away at the horny dudes. That's fine by me. That is perfectly okay. Gotta hide it. Okay. Will this maniac lurk his way to the cabin where the threesome is staying? Question mark. You will laugh and scream when viewing this insane B movie featuring a number of Sleazebox stable actors. Enter the bloody woods and get ready for slasher weekend. See, it's uppercase with an exclamation point, so you have to say it like that. So, okay. I mean, she looks very, very surprised. Very surprised right there. No, that might even be her on the front. So maybe that happens first, and then that happens second. Have to watch it to find out. All right, let's look at some. Oh. I don't know why I always look on the back. There's never anything on the back. I've gone through Kanaki and stuff like that, and they never put anything on the back. So I don't know why I look, but I do. Oh, it's cleavage. Okay, so here's the DVD. It took me a second to figure out what it is because it's very red, but it's cleavage. So she's clothed, YouTube. So there's no nudity here, but you do see large breast cleavage. And then you got the Joel D. Wynkoop's slasher weekend right here. So I like this. And then the insert card here is for Death Escort Service XOXO. And Gator Blade Films and the Sleazebox present Death Escort Service XOXO, coming soon to DVD and VHS. And it's from the Sleazebox and Gator Blade. All right, so there we go. All right, so that's everything. So let's give a quick review. So we started off with the first Horror Tales. So we got that. Horror Tales.666. Not sure if the dot is meant to be said or not, but I do because it's in the title. So, Phil Herman's. And then we looked at after that, I'll put my finger back on this here, Phil Herman's Horror Tales .666 Part 2. And then let me just flip all these around. And then I think when I've ordered from Sleaze Box before, they've sent these like little goodies, like the buttons and the cards and stuff. So I don't know if you order one movie and you get stuff, or you order like a bunch of movies and you get stuff, but it's cool when companies do that. And I've even thought of doing that myself with the Xmas films and some other things, of maybe putting in like little postcards or sending little buttons or something like that along the way, more Christmassy type stuff. So I think it's a good idea. I think it's nice. It just kind of enhances it. It shows that the company cares. So so then we, after Horror Tales 666 1 and 2, we went into American Holocaust. Then we looked into Day of the Axe. Then Hell Walks the Earth. Sounds like a Misfits song. Then after that is Wynkoop Tales. And then the last one is Slasher Weekend. So I'm looking forward, excuse me, to watching all of these. God, I have so many movies now. I'm just going to drink the rest of this, but hide it. Okay. So I think that wraps everything up. Thank you for watching. And yeah, I have a couple more videos in mind. I did go to Zia Records. Only picked up 4 films, all DVD, and that's probably going to be the next video. Will be that one. So this should be out Monday, and then we got one filmmaker, one film, and then on Friday will be probably the Zia Records. Or a different one. I don't know. I have a few planned, but I'm not sure which one I want to do after this one. You'll just have to wait. Suspense. So yeah, so I guess that's it. And thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff down there. Share, I'm almost at 100. I said I wanted to hit 100 by the end of the year. We're in December, and I'm at, I want to say 95. So I only need 5 more people to hit 100 to hit my goal, and then we'll set up a new goal after that. So please help me out. I really appreciate it. And I guess that's it. So I will see you on the next video. Thanks. Bye. Hey, everybody. Thanks for hanging out after the video. And thank you for watching the very first Dark Park Films sponsored video. And who is that sponsor? Well, I've now learned if I do this with my hands, they go to the right area. There we go. That would be Wildlife Command Center Coffee, and you can purchase it right there. You can go to their website, which is BUYWCC.com, and pick up their coffee. They have 2 blends, which I'm going to show you now. The first coffee is this one right here. This is a breakfast blend. It's 10 ounces, and it is a medium ground. And it does say, and it's breakfast, like I said, and this is what it says right here. It says, early bird can catch the worm. So there you go, a breakfast blend coffee that helps you catch the worm in the morning. And I really like this one. I'm more of a breakfast kind of blend coffee guy in the morning. So this one I really like. It has that little bit of oomph to it to kind of get you moving, get you up and out. And so I really enjoy this one, but that doesn't mean that I don't like the other one, which is this one right here. This is a dark roast. It is also 10 ounces, and both of these are $7.99 at their website. Pretty good price for 10 ounces worth of ground coffee. This one is it's a little darker, so it's, I think it's better for drinking at night. Maybe if you're, writing a screenplay or if you're filming. This has got that oomph oomph, that double punch to get you going. So this is one that I also recommend. I like both of these quite a bit, but I kind of do, the breakfast in the morning and then the dark more at night. So I recommend both of these quite a bit. And how did I find out about these two, these two coffees here? And how did I find out about Wildlife Command Center? Well, when I was working on Night of the Zomghouls, there was a box of coffee that was just sitting there, filled with coffee. And we didn't know what to do with it. Like, whose is this? Who brought it? Why is it here? And so we just kept going to the store and buying coffee. And then one day I said, why don't we just get the coffee out of the box and use that instead of, wasting money on going to Smith's or whatever and picking up coffee. So we did. We did not realize that it was the Wildlife Command Center coffee and that it, was sponsoring the movie. And it was great coffee. Everybody loved it. And we just went right through it. By the last day of filming, this coffee was gone. And I went and found out, about Wildlife Command Center, asked if they would like to be a sponsor for Dark Park Films, for their coffee. As many of you know, I love coffee. I love coffee mugs. And so this was a perfect match. And Wildlife Command Center is great with animals. So they provide a great service for rescuing animals. So it's kind of that double whammy for me, where coffee, helping animals, you can't go wrong. And they were even cool enough to send me, get in there, a coffee mug, because they knew that I liked coffee mugs. And right now, I don't get that. A little bit. I want to go on the keyboard, but that's their dark blend, because I'm recording this at night. So I am actually drinking that while recording. Also, one thing that you can get at their website, which is cool, is you can get this. There you go. This pocket knife, which is $9.49. And this is pretty cool because it has their name on it. Wildlife Command Center, we can catch it. And this is what it looks like. Put that down there. There we go. Fully out. So you're getting like the bottle opener, you got the corkscrew, you got a screwdriver, you got a blade, and then you got this little hook thing that you can pop it into something that doesn't have a tab, and then the liquid or whatever in there will come out. So this is pretty cool. And I'm just going to keep mine in my car, because you never know, you might need a pocket knife. So please support them. I'm going to have links down below, where you can, check out just the Wildlife Command Center. I'll also have a link for Wildlife Command Center coffee, and it will basically be for both these guys right here. And please support them. I support them. I think what they do is pretty awesome. And maybe this coffee will be on your set or in your kitchen. It will definitely be, on my set in my kitchen. I know that. So please, once again, I'm going to show you these. Please go to their website and pick up their coffee and make it part of your day or night, depending on which one you like. So that'll be about it. I really appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with me. And yeah, so thank you. And once again, please support my channel. Please support the Wildlife Command Center, and I will catch you later. Bye.